Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for popping in. My name is Jessica. I'm the director here at the library, and I have some wonderful new books to talk about with you. So let's just go ahead and get started. The chat box is open if you have any questions or if you're looking for something in particular, you're welcome to type anything there, and we'll get your answers as quick as we can. So, new materials. They are coming into the library as quickly as we can get them from our sources. You know how it is with everything being shipped right now. I thought we would start with some fiction, right? Everybody needs a good story. So let's start with Mr. Greg here. So if you're familiar with Greg Horowitz, he is definitely a thriller author, right? This is great for readers who love Patterson, Child, Preston, any of those good action mystery series. This is actually part of the Orphan X series, so it features Evan Smoke, who's become a mysterious figure known as the Nowhere Man, and he helps those who are most in need. So this book in particular involves a storyline with a mysterious key and the deadly attempts of others to retrieve it. If mysteries are not necessarily your thing, maybe you want a little bit more humor and a little bit more fantasy along with it, Ian Colfer has an adult novel. So most people are familiar with him as the author or the creator of the Artemis Fowl series. Maybe you just watched that release on Disney Plus with your kids. So same author, fantasy, action, humor, promises to be a good all-around read. It's a story about a dragon named Wyvern who misses his glory days of youth and now spends his time binge watching Netflix in the swamps of Louisiana. Dragons, apparently they're just like us. He's pulled into a mystery and a friendship with two unlikely characters and may just have the chance to revisit the skies. And still traveling down the road of, well, they used to write for young adults and now they're writing for adults too, Veronica Roth. She's known for the Divergent series. This is her first adult novel, and the story revolves around the lives of 5 young adults who, as a teenager, defeated the Dark One and saved the Earth, and how 15 years down the road, their lives have changed, for the better, for the worse. You'll have to read it and see. Definitely, all 3 of these titles fall into a multi-genre home. So they're not just thrillers. They're not just fantasy. It's not just sci-fi. There's definite aspects of different genres within each, which I find makes for a really interesting read. We're going to pop over here into the large print, and I want to encourage you, if you can't find the book that you're looking for in regular print, give large print a try. It says nothing except that the font is a little bit bigger and it's a little bit easier to read. And there's nothing wrong with that at all, my friend. So Sarah Blake has a new book out, The Guest Book. It's a historical fiction family saga. It starts in 1936 Maine. The next generation is 1959 New York, but the story itself is written from the viewpoint of Evie, who is Kitty Milton's granddaughter. So 3 generations in, stories about how one word during one summer encounter affected the life of Kitty and all of her descendants. And Evie is digging into her family's history to discover the secrets behind their stories. If you're more into a little mystery, a little action, Dean Koontz is always there. This is a Jane Hawk novel, so the next in the story of the FBI agent Jane Hawk and her latest job, computer hackers, mob bosses, surveillance, everyday things for her. And it involves her son and some everyday citizens. So another good mystery fiction. If you're tired of fiction and you'd like some nonfiction, I hear you. There's some good stuff there too. David Mcauliffe, we have The Pioneers. So this is the story of the settlers in American West. David Mcauliffe is known for doing some great research. He's a Pulitzer Prize-winning historian. And this story is written with information from a rare collection of first sources. So diaries, letters from notable people of the era. It focuses on the development of the Northwest Territory and the men who settled there, which include ministers, carpenters, physicians, and veterans. And check here and make sure and see I don't have any questions. Looks like we're good so far. So let's keep going. Let's hop over to nonfiction. Nonfiction, I got to be honest, is probably my favorite section just because I enjoy learning about how to do things. And I think we're all kind of in this time frame where we're looking at doing some home repair projects, right? So if you're working on a summer project, the library's got you covered. This is a great photo guide for home repair and improvement. It walks you through step by step. There's some basic things like painting and trimming, and then there's some stuff about wiring and plumbing and HVAC and appliances. If you need to get the air conditioner working, this might be a good resource for you. Hopping on over, we're going to look at Douglas Tallamy's new book, Nature's Best Hope, a new approach to conservation that starts in your own yard. So he's a professor of entomology and wildlife ecology. Again, talking about practical steps for how to start conservation in your own yard. If you're seeing all of the birds and the animals and insects coming back, walks you through how you can best help. There's practical steps. There's a lot of color photographs. So anything from what plants are best for caterpillars to how to keep invasive species of weeds from invading your yard. Good stuff. If the work you're looking at involves not just your house and your yard, but also you, Road Trip Nation might be up your alley. They're the creators of a documentary series. And this is quite literally a roadmap. It walks you through the process of learning more about where you'd like to see yourself go. So it talks about what's a map versus a vision. How do you get from A to C? When do you know to pursue your interests? When is your interest in occupation? What do you do when you fail? How do you build a life and not just a resume? So lots of good information in there. And then if your exploration also involves the skies, we've got a book for that too. So stars, star sites, other destinations like national parks, information about observatories. This is a great resource for stargazing. You can see like 12 different observatories around the globe and sites that are, accredited by the International Dark Sky Association. So when the sky is darker, you definitely get to see more stars. And if you're in the Bluffton area, you know that we're lucky enough to not have as much light pollution. So it does give you some great date ranges too if you're looking for specific events. Now, if books are not your speed, that's okay. The library has something for everybody. If you're finding it hard to read, or you're just having trouble after spending all day working on your computer with your eyes and you want to give them a rest, audiobooks, my friend. Those are a great, great thing. So the first one I have here is The Splendid and the Vial by Erik Larson. This is the newest title by Larson. He's known for The Devil in the White City, and The Garden of Beasts, Dead Wake, so another historian. This one focuses on World War II and Churchill's role in the struggle, his life as a politician and his leadership. So it looks like this one, you see, it's 18 hours, which is a chunk of time, but a chunk of time that you can probably get some other things done too. Mysteries are more your style. Rachel Kane has her next book in the Stillhouse Lake series. Bitter Falls follows Gwen Proctor as a new assignment takes her to a missing person cold case in Tennessee and a struggle with the Beldare family. If you like your mysteries to be a little bit more cozy, that's understandable. I've got an option for you too. Lady Emily Hargraves will probably be the thing that works. It's a historical mystery set in Pompeii, in the shadow of Vesuvius. It involves archaeologists, lost stories, and Lady Emily's own family. If you're in need of a good contemporary rom-com, they come in book formats too. This one is by Tessa Bailey. Love Her or Lose Her. It's about a married couple who are high school sweethearts but have lost a bit of the romance as the years have gone by. So their solution is a marriage boot camp and discovering how to rebuild their relationship. And check. Make sure we don't have any more questions before I go in. All right, let's wrap up, and we're going to talk about some DVDs that are available. I just pulled a couple off of the cart downstairs, just like audiobooks, just like books, nonfiction, large print, and regular fiction. We're continuing to get DVDs in as well. So a couple of our new ones that we have coming in, Planet Earth 2. If you've ever seen Planet Earth, the original, it's a documentary series that goes through just the awe-inspiring beauty in nature and that can be found in Planet Earth. So this is the second season. You'll get encounters with creatures and different places. It's just a fascinating thing. If you need a little bit more action and adventure, Birds of Prey, we have that DVD as well. So the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, and then the Birds of Prey characters, will have that available as DVD and as Blu-ray. Well, thanks for stopping by today, guys. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, please make sure you give us a call here at the library. You can also fill out curbside request forms for any of the materials that I showed you today or any of the other new items. You can find all of that information on our website, blufftonpubliclibrary.org. If you click the link for the catalog, it shows you all of the new options available to the left-hand side, and you can place your holds that way. Like I said, you're welcome to give us a call, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.